Good evening. This is a new thing for me, so welcome if you are here to Pat's Stamping Place. And it is Sunday, January 14th at 6:30 p.m. from cold, bitter cold, Northeast Ohio. So still working with some technology stuff, but I'm working around it. And I did find last week's video that I thought was totally lost. So I'm going to play it for you now. And so if you are here, please let me know. And again, not sure if this is going to do what I want it to do, but I think it will. I've been playing around with this pretty much all afternoon and a little bit yesterday. So I'm going to switch you to last week's recording. It is about 36 minutes long, and then I should be back to wish you well for the rest of the week. So leave comments. I believe I can comment, but I'm not sure. That part I'm not sure of. So anyway, I'll see you back here later. Here we go. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. It is 3:30 on Monday, January 8th, 2024. And it's been so long since I've been here. So let me know if you are here. Goodness sakes, I went upstairs and forgot to refresh my lipstick. So I keep some down here. Oh, it has been since December 11th since I was live, and it's good to be back. I had planned to be back here last Monday, but that was, that was New Year's Day. So some things had happened. I'd had a little gathering the night before, and it just wasn't happening. So I decided that today was going to be the day. And I've got my fingers crossed. I see a little yellow light instead of a blue light. What's going on again?
It's good to be back.
Oh dear. Well, I'm going to get started. So let me know if you are here. I'm going to switch down to my
that was New Year's Day. So some things had happened. I'd had a little gathering
desktop right now.
And it just wasn't happening.
See what's
so
happening.
I decided that today was going to be the day.
Oh goodness. Okay.
And
I just can't delay any longer. The last time we gathered, I could not show the inside of Sale-a-Bration or the mini catalog.
So let me know if you are
That went live last Thursday, and it is awesome. So if you are one of my customers, excuse me, or on my mailing list, you should have received one. And if you would like to receive one and have me as your demonstrator, I would love to share that with you. So just reach out to me and let me know. Let me grab some water here. Okay, the reason that I wasn't here as expected on the Monday before Christmas, yes, I did take a trip to Nashville, and it was amazing. We had a wonderful time. However, I came back and tested positive for COVID. My first go-round with that nasty bug, and did take some medication for it, and by Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, all was well. But the cough is still hanging around. Let's see, I've got a cord that is here. What's the deal? Okay, I don't know. I guess we'll just have to keep it there. I can't get rid of it. Or is it that one? It's that one. Okay, there we go. Yeah, it's been a while. All right, so the mini catalog, as I said, went live last Thursday, and today I am going to be showcasing the Everyday Essentials dies, not the stamp set yet, and that's on page 28. These are so much fun to play with. And I am going to also showcase where did it go? The Notes of Nature stamp set. And this is a whole suite of products called the Sweet Collection of Nature's Sweetness. And you'll be hearing lots more about that. And if you saw my live, when I set this up, we're going to pair this with a Sale-a-Bration offering of the most amazing free paper, Flight and Airy Designer Series paper. So I named this Notes of Nature meets Flight and Airy. So this is all about beautiful birds. The paper is wonderful. And this can be earned for free with a qualifying $50 order in my store at patmayer.stampinup.net. So I'm not going to take the time to go through the whole mini catalog today, but we will be showcasing lots of different things throughout the next 4 months, because that is good until the end of April. However, Sale-a-Bration is only through the end of February, and you can earn free merchandise for hosting, for purchasing, and also for joining. And that's where this beautiful glass mat is. And I apologize for the light up above because it does glare on this, but this is so amazing to stamp on. And it can be free for new demonstrators through the end of February. We have an extra day this year, February 29th, so it's a leap year. And this comes with this wonderful glass mat. And I want to say something. Usually you need a some cushion for photopolymer stamps to get a good image. This stamps great with photopolymer. I was amazed. Okay, it's also considered a studio. So it's the Glass Mat Studio, and comes with this, and this doesn't slip, but you can put little Stampin' Spots in here. You can put some gems in here that you're ready to pick up with your Take a Pick tool. You can use your water painters and put re-inker in here. And this I was just playing around with a little bit ago. You can spray some water on here and clean your blending brushes very easily with this, and then scrub it with a paper towel or some other kind of towel to get rid of it. So with that in mind, this is a great offer, and it's a $60 value, and demonstrators could order it ahead of time during our pre-order period.
I don't know.
All right. So I want to show you first this paper, and then I will get going.
Keep it there. I can't get rid of it.
Where's it?
Or is it that one? It's that one. Okay, there we go.
It's got tons of colors in it.
Yeah, it's been a while. All right. So the
I don't see anybody here yet, so
Thursday.
I'm just going to keep on talking.
Today I am
If
going
anybody
to
pops
be
in, I will
showcasing the
let you
Everyday
know that I see you.
Essentials dies. Not the
I've
stamp
already got
set yet,
quite a bit of
and that's on page
paper
28.
cut from this.
These are so much fun to
Excuse
play
me, there
with.
are no dies with this,
And I am going
but the
to
fussy cutting is
also,
pretty easy, and I've got lots of things fussy cut.
showcase the, where did it go? The
Lots of
Notes of
birds.
Nature stamp
I'm going to
set.
be using this
And this is a
paper
whole suite
here.
of products called the Sweet Collection
More birds
of
there.
Nature's Sweetness. And you'll be hearing lots more about that.
And let's see what else we have.
And if you saw my live,
This just gives
when I
you
set
an
this
idea
up,
that
we're gonna
spring
pair
is
this with
not that far away. Hello, Shirley.
Sale-a-Bration
Welcome.
offering
Thank you for joining.
of
Just look at this. It's
The
so
most
refreshing.
amazing free paper, Flight and Airy Designer Series paper. So I named this
And I'll tell you
Notes
about
of
the
Nature.
colors. There's so many different
meets
colors in here.
Flight and Airy.
It's awesome. Now I
this
took
is
one of
all
these
about
sheets of
beautiful
paper, so this is the only
birds.
one left,
The paper is
and cut out a bunch of
wonderful.
birds, which you will see on some of the
And this can
samples
be
that I
earned
have.
for free with a
This one
qualifying $50
is also
order
easy to fussy
in
cut.
my store
I'm going to use
at
one of these today,
patmayor.stampinup.net.
and then that pecan pie paper.
So I'm not going to take the time to go through the whole mini catalog today,
Let's get that
but
back in
we
there.
will be showcasing lots of different things throughout the next 4 months, because that is good.
And again, this
until
is free
the end of April.
with a qualifying
However,
$50 purchase.
Celebration is
Makes
only
wonderful cards.
through
We've got
the
in
end
here,
of February.
get my glasses
And
on,
merchandise
boho
for
blue,
hosting,
bubble bath,
for
calypso
purchasing,
coral,
and
crumb
also
cake,
for
daffodil
joining.
delight,
And that's where this
flirty flamingo,
beautiful
fresh freesia,
glass mat is. And I
garden
apologize
green,
for
lost
the
lagoon, misty
light up
moonlight,
above,
pecan pie, and
because it
soft
does
sea
glare on
foam.
this, but this is so
Just about any
amazing to
color that you
stamp
might
on.
imagine. So
And it can
that
be,
is awesome.
Free for new demonstrators through the end of
there.
February. We have an extra day this
There they
year,
All
February
right,
29th. So it's a leap year.
I am going to
This
start
comes
with,
this
and I have some of this already
wonderful
pre-cut and ready to
glass
go,
mat. And I want to say something.
a
Usually
piece
you
of
need a
basic
some cushion
white
for
cardstock that is
stamps
4
to get a good
1/4
image.
by
This
11
stamps great with
and
photopolymer.
scored
I
at
was
5
amazed.
1/2
Okay, it's
for a
also
top fold
considered a
card.
studio.
I have a piece
So it's a
of that
glass mat
beautiful
studio
designer series
and
paper
comes with
those pretty birds on the other
this,
side. It's always hard to cover up the other side of our paper.
spots in here. You can put
This is a
gems
piece
in
that's
here that
going to
you're
go on
ready
the
to pick up
inside.
with your take a pic tool.
And this is just a scrap of basic white for my sentiment. This is one of the circles from the Everyday Details dies. And this is what they look like. You get all these little circles that pop out the little like pinholes. So there's all the circles, 2 little long rectangles that just pop out the purples or the little dots, a whole series of rectangles, and then this X and O1 or X1. I haven't used that one yet. And I'll show you on a couple of the samples how those work too. But this that you see here is the largest one, the largest circle. I also have one of those birds cut out, and on the other sample I used some of the birds that I cut out. I just sat in front of the TV and cut out a sheet of those birds. And even if they were on the edge and straight, I cut those out too. Okay, that one's getting ready to cut. So don't throw them away just because there's a little bit edge on there. You can trim around it and still make it work on your projects. But they're so pretty. They're like a watercolor look. Gorgeous. Now, I could, as a beginner stamper, I could just cut this out, put this here, put a sentiment on it, and it would be done. But let's kick it up a little bit. And if you've been around for a while, as long as I have, back in the day, we did not have designer series paper. We made our own backgrounds. And it was pretty much, you could stamp anywhere you wanted, and I guess what I would call it is collage stamping. Now, this alone, with this on here, as I said, and a sentiment, would make a very nice card. And then add a couple of butterflies or something with some embellishments. But let's kick this up and stamp on the Designer Series paper. And that's where the Notes of Nature stamp set is just perfect for this type of stamping. So I think I've got this one, this one. You can never have too many little spots. Okay, I know that light's in the way, but the spots, that little flower. So this is the perfect stamp set for that. So I have those ready to go. What did I do? Okay, I guess I put it away. Okay, never mind. I'll show you something else in a minute. So I'm going to stamp directly on this paper, and let's see if I can zoom in a little bit. There we go. And I'm going to use the Tone on Tone Pecan Pie. And that's the joy of this, is just random stamping. You cannot go wrong with this. It doesn't make any difference where you put it. I'm not stamping off. And yes, it's getting on the glass mat, but if it gets on the back of that paper, it's going to get covered up anyway. So there's that. Let's do the little spots. And this is a great way to start off. Don't be intimidated by where you stamp, because nothing is wrong. It's all good. Okay, let's add some of these leaves. So, did you have a great New Year? We did not have a white Christmas here. And that latest storm skipped my neck of the woods, which is good. Okay, let's add this little flower. So this just really adds a lot of dimension to the back of the base of your card. But I do have one where I stamped just on basic white with some color and did not have the Designer Series paper. But look how that really kicks that up. You've got the background from the paper, and you've added some dimension to that. And I love it. I just love it. So there is a chamois that came with this glass mat. But I need to wet mine, and it is all dried up already. So I just didn't do that. But this wipes off very easily. Also, it's good as a dry erase. So you can get some dry erase markers and write right on there if you want to take some notes, if you're watching a video, or you want to put down some of your dimensions for something as a reminder. And then all you need to do is wipe it right off. So grab yourself some dry erase markers. All right, so this is going to go on my basic white. And let's go ahead and put this piece on the inside. I might as well put some stamping on this one too, so it looks the same. Let's just put some dots on there. So that's going to go on the inside of my card. I'll leave a little bit of white at the bottom. And while I think of it, let me grab one of these birds out of here and put him on here too, so he can go on the inside. Okay, so there's the inside. Let's add glue to the back of this. I remember I used to just love to collage stamp and just make it all over the place because there was no right or wrong, it just worked. Okay, now I have already cut out this circle to go on the card, and the bird is going to go on there too. So I'm going to add, let's see, let's go ahead and put some spots on there too. Just around the edge, because the bird on the branch is going to go in the middle. Okay, and keep opening this ink pad. I guess I should just leave it open. Let's get a little bit of ink on here. And this glass mat is great for tapping off, and then you can still bring in some of that paper, or excuse me, some of that ink to go around the edge of your paper or whatever you are using your blending brush for, so it doesn't go to waste. Okay, again, that just adds more dimension to that. Okay, this is going to go on here. Might be time to get a new bottle of glue. Okay, let's add some dimensionals to the back of this. And I'm down to the end on this pack of dimensionals. Use every little bit. And let's see. Okay, one more little bit here. Okay, make sure nothing's showing through on the other side. And maybe add a small mini dimensional down here and a mini dimensional down here. Sometimes my fingernails just don't want to work. All right. So let's put that there. Now I know there's no real brown in there or pecan pie, but I'm kind of pulling the brown from the branch that the bird is sitting on, and then all the other colors in the paper do coordinate. That is the magic of having Stampin' Up's Designer Series paper. Okay, let's stamp a sentiment on here. And I have, today is all about you, happy birthday. And let's get this pecan pie again. When we first got pecan pie, I wasn't real thrilled with that color brown, but I really do like it now. Okay, don't think my head's in the way. This is a scrap of basic white. And I'm just going to tear. And when you tear, just use your thumbs and tear toward you. And you'll get that nice kind of ragged edge. And then all I'm going to do with that is take that to my stamp pad, kind of rub it across that edge a little bit. Whoops. Oop, got a little bit more than I wanted. That's okay. A little bit more there. Okay. Oh, it doesn't look too bad. What do you think? Now I think I can close this up. And let's put some dimensionals on here too. You have to use every little bit. One more little bit in the corner. Okay. Okay, today is all about you. Happy birthday. And I have some brushed brass butterflies left on this sheet. Let's put one down here where I kind of made that little boo-boo. Got too much ink there, but that's okay. No, I don't like that down there. Maybe I'll have to leave it. Nope, there, okay. The glue came up. Let's put one up here. There we go. And not to be forgotten is some Wink of Stella. And add some of that to the flowers. And before I show you the samples that I made, I have one other thing to show you, which is good kind of as a reminder when you're mounting your stamps, if they're not photopolymer, because photopolymer does not have to be mounted. So there's the final card, and there's the inside of the card. And of course I would have an envelope for that, but I didn't grab one, so I will still do that. Excuse me, still coughing. Okay, when I mount my stamps for the cling, I left one still to be mounted, and there are lots of different ways. You can follow the instructions that you see over here. I've found a way that I like and works for me, and maybe it would work for you. Of course, you take the backing off of the cling part, because that's where we're going to put the label. And a lot of people don't even put the labels on their stamps. I like to, because it gives me a little bit more proportion about where things are going to go. And then you peel this off of the back, and I keep this too. I'll show you that in a minute. And then there's a strip that peels off of there, and I take that off first because then it's easier to get the other one off, and put that on one of the clear acrylic blocks, just like that. Now I can take my, where did I put my pokey tool? Okay, here's the pokey tool from the Take a Pick tool, which is a must-have, and peel that off. Now, let me get the glare out of the way a little bit. Now, turn this over and mount that on your stamp. I'm actually going to, let's zoom out a little bit. Move this down here so it's better view for me, but get it away from the glare. So hopefully you can see that. And you need to get your head over it a little bit. And just look at your edges and make sure none of that cling mount is going off the edge. And if it does a little bit, that's okay. And just peel that off. It's usually spot on and it's perfect. So that's just one way, and that's the way that I like to do it. It's maybe a little bit of an extra step than the one you see here on the stamp set itself. And then what I do is take my Stamp and Seal and add that inside the case. So I always know where my stamps are. Now this one's clean, so I can put that one here. And this one over here is clean. And this one is a sentiment that says, just a little note to say hello. And that goes here. And as I clean the other ones, then I will put them in here as well. This one I haven't used. That one goes there, and this one comes up here. That way I always know that if there's a stamp missing or it's on a block, that I know where it's going to go. So that's what works for me. So whatever works for you, do it, but I like that method. Okay, let me show you the samples that I made before I tell you goodbye today. Okay, this is the one that I made today. This was my sample with the collage stamping, and I took 3 of the birds. These 2 birds, let me zoom in again. These 2 birds actually were from the edge of the paper, and so I tucked them behind one of these here. Okay, here was my first collage, just on a piece of basic white, and this is with bubble bath, and then another birthday card. So as I said at the beginning, when we didn't have designer paper, we kind of made our own designs on the paper. So, and that one, I collaged on that and cut that one out. That was another one of the die cuts from the, forgot what they were called. Yeah, I haven't learned all the dies yet. Okay, there's one. Here's another one with some designer paper as well, but I didn't do anything to stamp on that. And took a 3 3/4, I think, piece of paper and cut out one of the circles and put that on there. And then this is some new twine. So that doesn't have any sentiment on the outside, but it's thank you so much on the inside with a little bird. And then here is one with an embossing folder and birds cut out and thinking of you. And note I used basic gray for this. Sometimes you don't want that stark look of the black, the memento black, and so I like that. And it's a little crooked, a little off, but that's okay too. And then on the inside, oh, everyday details are those dies. I put one of the extra birds on the inside. So those are the cards for today. I hope you like them. And I hope everything worked okay. I still had a little yellow light up there instead of a green light. So I still need to figure out why that's doing that. So at any rate, have a great rest of the week. I will see you next Monday, and I'll come up with something new. Take care. Have a great week. See you the next stamp time. Bye-bye. I am back. I believe that I got that right on time. And thank you so much for being here. It was a little maybe wonky to make this work, but I think it's going to be worth the effort. And I believe what the problem really has to do with my phone, and not the router and the modem. It's that my phone is far away from wherever the cell tower is. And that's what the problem is. Whoops, there's my timer. So it was fun chatting with you and being able to add comments as we go. So I will hopefully be able to do the same thing tomorrow. And who knows when it's going to work out that I am actually doing what I used to do for a couple of years until something changed on my end. So anyway, while I was watching comments, I did create this cute little card with the birds and the same paper. So you get to see something new as well as what you just got to watch. So with that in mind, I want to wish everybody a nice evening. Stay warm. I think the wind chill is still below 0, and tomorrow is supposed to be the same way. So it's a holiday, so a lot of things aren't open and working, as Rose reminded me. I forgot we weren't going to get mail tomorrow. So take care, and I will see you next video, and fingers crossed that that's going to be tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye.